Justin, you're a bitch.
It's not started yet.
Ah,
Not started
were-
yet.
You were a half a second too slow.
Like-
too fast.
Like, you're a bitch.
half a second too slow. Too fast. I
who
mean.
called me a bitch?
I speak German again.
What I love about this is just this past Thursday, I was talking to my Thursday group, being like, "You guys have learned to wait until I say we're now recording to do your shit at the beginning," whereas Saturday has not yet.
We will
Still
never
learning.
learn. We will never learn.
No, at this point, I think it's just a part of the bit.
Yeah, you proved my point, which is the funniest thing.
Anyway, Justin, you're a bitch.
Aw,
Thank you.
Yeah.
stole it from me.
Well, you were
Y'all
pretty-
are
It's not-
all of y'all
It's
are
not mean.
bitches.
It's not mean if it's true. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Damn. That's somehow worse.
Damn, it's just
Love you,
bully
Justin.
Justin hours.
Justin, I
is it
love
late?
you.
Justin,
No, it's too
Justin,
late
you're-
now.
Justin, you're a very dear friend, and I value your friendship deeply.
I'll take that from Bones.
everyone
I'll
else
take it
here
from
is a
Bones, not
bitch,
you.
though.
I
Wow!
do.
Wow.
I can fucking
You know
curse
what,
your
I
life,
would-
motherfucker. Don't test me.
I would like to start my session
I'll-
recap
I
with
already
a joke.
cursed.
Oh no! Who got kicked?
That wasn't me who
Went
did
into
that.
one-on-one.
What happened?
Who's the Who's the fucking whore? Like, come out with your hands
Well,
up so I can break your kneecap. It was like,
That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
it was like,
I'm being framed.
I could not possibly do it. I'm in a video game right now. Let's see. I server muted Mike. I'm once again overloaded from flowers.
That wasn't me. I'm being
I've been server
framed.
muted you too.
You guys. Anyway, it's almost 9 o'clock.
Love you,
Shall we continue?
Oh yes, we should continue.
I don't think we're gonna fucking accomplish anything tonight in session.
No. There's a vibe, and
Panic and
it's not a productive one. It's
fear.
not a productive vibe.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're not getting out of
sit here
getting
sweating.
out of shit. Hello. Anyways,
To keep your fucking gremlin laugh away from me, bitch.
anyways, before we move into recap, done by Lane over there, it wasn't Ike that moved you. Anyways.
a
Damn.
betrayal.
I was being
I-
framed.
I would like to start my session recap with my joke of the week.
Okay.
Joke of the week.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Joke of
Why
the
aren't
week.
zombies Why aren't zombies funny?
Why?
Because they don't have a funny bone.
Because all
Yeah,
of
they
their
would.
jokes are rotten.
Everybody has a funny bone. They could be armless.
They could be armless.
Arms?
Yeah, they could
That
be.
depends on it depends on the clinical position of the funny bone. and whether or not it's
Different,
consistent in all
different
species.
hypothetical.
That's
Hypothetical
right.
for another day.
The humerus is proximal to the wrist and everything. Elbow.
Oh,
Can I make a similar joke?
hell yes.
Why are skeletons the best comedians? Because they're all funny
Oh,
bones.
my.
Yeah.
Not a gun and shoot God.
You don't
You guys
actually
ready
have to
for-
get. No, I'm kidding.
You guys ready for a recap?
Yeah.
If I suddenly pulled out a gun, be fucking concerned for my mental health, because I should not own a gun.
Mood.
I don't think anyone in that house should own a gun.
Yeah, that's
If nothing
fair.
else, that I don't fucking trust our cats not somehow get to them.
Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, I would insist we had a gun safe.
No,
yeah, of
no,
course.
absolutely. It would not just be willy-nilly out and about. However, our cats are fucking chaos gremlins.
This is true.
Yeah.
But we
Mhm,
should move on to the recap. To stop us from getting
yeah.
to continuing to get sidetracked.
Sorry.
You're good.
I do have a gun story though, but that's for the end of session.
Anyway.
Did someone pull a gun at work?
No.
Focus! We need to focus! I'm over
I'm
it.
sorry! Start! Go! Go right now! Start! Everyone shut up!
I'm going. I'm going. The day began with our disembarking from our vessel, having finally arrived in the city of Waterdeep. Memory stirred by the sweet, salty air of leisurely strolls with my dearest Nick. They wished board at. The brute and the braggart chose to part and go exploring the city on their own. Less prattle to listen to, thankfully. The bother and the beast engaged with a rather inexperienced group of adventurers who called themselves Mad Bat Enterprise. Lena seemed to have taken a liking to them, and, I regret to admit, so did I. The satyr would fit right in at my court if they would be so inclined. After much menial conversation, exchanging accolades and tips for the young adventurers, I excused myself to a nice quiet bar. First in weeks, I mean. How does anyone live like that? As I'm finally beginning to relax, we hear a noise at the window. I try to talk Lena out of it, seeing what it was, but after seeing the braggart on the street below, there was no stopping it. What followed was an agonizing series of activities, including lunch, shopping, and an admittedly charming carriage ride through the city. Then we stopped at the park. Our park.
Hold on.
She was quiet for a time. She just sat there on the bench next to the pond, watching the sunset. I swear she was crying. She wouldn't answer my question, but I would occasionally hear snippets of conversation and Nick's voice. She missed him. When Marcus woke us, it was dark and she had closed herself off. Marcus and I took the carriage he rented back to the inn and rejoined with the others, turning in early. At least he doesn't seem as exhausted as he was the past few days. Maybe I'll read one of my new books for a little inspiration.
Oh my god.
That ending's crazy.
Okay, I'm really curious whose nickname is whose.
Oh, I have a list.
Terrifying.
Braggart is pretty easy to figure out.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Hellu is the brute, Marcus is the braggart,
Damn.
Ylif is the bother, and Sedge is the beast.
Oh, damn.
But you guys don't know
Why
that.
am I the bother?
Because you keep bothering me.
Fair.
I like how it's all
Anyway.
these.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, because you're the banes of her existence. So you all get these nicknames.
Yeah.
Unrelated, and the last time I will talk about anything in the game related, as we are playing D&D, I hit level 10 herbalism.
Nice. Quick, just as a note, for recaps, if you want going forward, you can post, like, if you have a transcript of it in the recaps channel, so that way people can follow along.
Oh yeah, I was talking with Kate today. I was like, what if we started posting our recaps on AO3
Oh my god.
under the TN collection?
You send me your list.
I was thinking about. I'm writing it right now.
Okay.
Still going through all the wondrous items.
Yeah, that's fair. But coming into things, I was staying at what was the fucking inn I said? I mean, I had it.
The
If I know.
Gondolums. Gondolums Inn.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pull that up so we have that again. But coming back into things, you guys wake up the next day on day 2 of your stay in Waterdeep. Chip leaves tomorrow morning, but otherwise you guys have the remainder of this day for exploring the city, for errands, for shopping, whatever you'd like. There is breakfast being served, again, sort of a buffet style. So you can, for those who wish, go down, get some food, and head on to start your day.
Munch, 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 munch.
How is Marcus looking? Did he do some extracurriculars this morning?
Could I? Oh, you mean my fucking poison? I thought you meant something else.
The skincare routine.
My skincare.
Yeah.
Oh, they fucked early in the morning.
I take my
I was
skincare
gonna leave it
after
up to
that.
the imagination.
Let me roll for that.
Yeah, go and make a Constitution save.
Okay, not great. 4 plus that. I did a 6. So
Oof. You were
Yeah.
going to be spending the day horribly poisoned.
yeah.
This is not a good day for you.
As far as anyone can tell, Lena put me through the ringer or something. I don't know. I do not look great.
Just gets the side eye from fucking Iliff in the morning. Like, I don't want to know what the fuck you get up to.
Marcus, Lena wakes up next to him and is like, Marcus, are you all... he's on the other side of the room after finishing his routine. She's like, are you alright? We didn't even do anything that strenuous last night.
I flew a little too close to the sun. What can I say? I'll be okay.
Must be my elven constitution.
Sure. I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some breakfast lying down.
Are you sure you don't want to stay up here and rest? I can get
No.
you something to eat.
Oh, good. I really do appreciate it, my love, but it's probably better if I'm up on my feet, and we only have one more day in the city.
No,
anyways.
please, let me do this one thing for you. You did so much for me yesterday. It's my turn to take care of you.
Is Lena being nice? Oh my gosh.
Shut up.
Well, I guess I can lie down for a while longer. But I really should get up at some point.
Later, after you've rested more.
Yes, I'll get some R&R. Marcus says, opening up his alchemy jug to get some cheap-ass wine.
Oh, wine and poison? That's a
I'll come back with eggs and hash browns.
miserable
Alright.
combination.
And some black coffee, please.
Of course,
Wash down the wine with?
The
A hell of
bachelor
a
special.
chase.
Lena
Updates.
goes downstairs alone.
Fair. Is there anything in particular you all are doing?
Iliff is getting an early start to the morning.
I don't think Sedge went back to sleep. To be completely honest.
yeah, we did end with that dream.
Yeah. I don't think Sedge went back to sleep.
Yeah, that's fair. If you didn't get a full long rest, it will mean you'll have a point of exhaustion.
That's fine.
It somehow still looks better than Marcus.
Yes, Sedge shambles downstairs behind Iliff, eyes blood shot from crying still, and looking like shit.
I think, let's see here. Your new friends, the Mad Bad Enterprises, are there. I think it's, the satyr of the group isn't there. She appears to... Sorry, pulling up my list of...
At a night of debauchery.
Maybe not so much morning person. I think it's the Tiefling and the Goliath that are up. Daria and Tragedy are there. They seem to be like groggily eating their food. They have like extra plates of food that they aren't eating that might be set aside for their friends.
Are you okay, Sedge? You look not great.
I just had a rough night.
Right. Do you want to talk about it?
Not particularly.
Fair enough.
I'll let all of you know if I keep feeling this way, but I just can't right now.
Okay. I think to do something nice, Helly will get like a tea she knows Sedge likes and set it in front of him.
Thank you, hello.
Oh wait,
And
anytime.
and Sedge isn't meeting anybody's eyes. Least of all Eyeless.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring down at his tea, picking at his food, looking like he's having the worst fucking time of it.
Ylif is a little bit annoyed about this fact. Like,
Tee hee.
I
Sorry,
think Hello's also probably picking at her food.
Sorry, I'm currently pricing stuff, so feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves while I am.
Of course. I think Sedge does pick up on Ylif wanting them to eat, so he does make an effort. But I think Sedge got like not the blandest porridge available, but like the porridge with like a egg kind of like poached in it or something, and it's just like kind of swishing it around and spooning it. One thing that he does is that he waits for it to get extremely cold before he actually starts eating it in earnest.
Huh. Okay.
Ylif is fucking side-eyeing that. Like,
You're not really eating, Ylif. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just not the most hungry. But Ylif is eating. They're just kind of eating slowly.
Right.
Blossom. Lena
Go on.
enters. Lena enters the dining hall. Is like, well, good morning, everyone. I've just come to grab a plate for me and Marcus. How's everyone doing?
Yeah.
Have you gone to meet your family yet? Did you do that yesterday?
Was that to me?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Okay, I didn't hear the name.
Mm.
At that, Helu just kind of stiffens a little bit. It's just, no, not yet.
Well, I don't mean to rush you, but we do only have one more night in the city. And you know what they say about the city. Dreams come true.
Yeah. No, sometime today.
I think she also like puts her hands on Sedge's shoulders as she says dreams come true, like kind of flirtatiously.
Sedge flinches hard.
Violet's eyes fucking twitch.
Is everything alright? Did I say something?
No, it's nothing. You just startled me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Alright, well I'll be heading back upstairs. Marcus isn't feeling too good today, so if anyone wants to check in, he'll be in our room. At least until noon.
Helu
Oh.
squints suspiciously. Is this a trap or?
Well, he seemed fine when he got up, and then a few minutes later he was nearly hurling over the vanity.
Okay, you guys aren't going to be doing anything then.
No, unfortunately not. And I did so much reading last night.
I don't want to know. That's a later date conversation, I think. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I do need to actually talk to Marcus, but that'll be a later thing.
Well, you're welcome anytime.
In a little bit, I think, then.
Alright, we'll be expecting you. And she heads back upstairs.
Mhm. All right. Okay, just checking some things.
What's the fucking xylophone going on in
Yeah,
Oh,
the
what is
background?
sorry.
this?
That's me typing. Sorry, I'll turn
You
that
got
off.
xylophone on your phone?
No, it's my laptop. I have this little app where like when I type, it makes little marimba noises.
It's kind of
What?
fun, but damn.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry, the idea of you writing all your shit that you're always writing and that sound being on the whole time.
I fall asleep to the sounds of Ike writing fanfic in the next room.
Okay, that's kind of
Hear it?
cute though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
The
can hear-
comforting, the
You're good.
comforting bing bong of the marimba.
um.
I think I got my math right. Yeah.
Yeah. I got the same calculation there,
Cool.
and I have enough for it. I was looking for something to improve initiative, so it's at least like a 0, but there isn't
those
much.
those are so few.
Yeah, I was looking for them, but I couldn't really find them, so that's it. All right, I will put these things in my inventory.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you could have gotten them yesterday when you went to the market, or you could go back today.
I don't think Sedge is in a good mindset to be walking around the city. So let's just say it happened yesterday.
Yeah, of course. Hey. Yeah. With that sort of weird interaction, Edge, but then also conversations. You guys can finish your breakfast. Sort of fun. What do you guys plan on doing during the day? We can tackle each person, depending on who wants to go first.
Hello needs to gently shake Marcus about the note.
You can come in
Yes.
anytime while he's having his brekkie.
Yeah, I think Hello would excuse herself. Just the vibes between Sedge and Ilif are, there's something happening, and Hello's just like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what's going on, doesn't really have the brain capacity to even begin to parse out what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's going to like get her stuff and go upstairs really quick to talk to Marcus before I think she wanders the city for a little while.
Yeah. So you can start with at least a conversation with Marcus.
Yeah.
He's up
Hello.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
she'll
sorry, go
like she'll get up to Marcus and Lena's room and sort of like quietly knock on the door and be like it's me. Can I come in?
Come in.
I'll like open the
Lena,
door.
yeah, Lena was like just about to open it.
Oh,
Come in, Halu. Take a seat anywhere.
all right.
A little early for my office hours, but how can I help you?
Just
So is this like private? I can go.
I'll look at Marcus. It's about Renan.
It is then, Lena. I'll catch up with you later.
Thanks,
Right.
Lena. I
No, it's no
appreciate it.
problem.
Sorry to kick you out.
Maybe I'll go see what Sedge and Ilif are doing.
Good luck. There's something weird is going on, and not the normal weird.
Sedge was a little jumpy this morning.
Yeah. Good luck.
You
It
too.
shouldn't be a long conversation.
Not to worry. And Lena leaves to go bug Sedge and Ilif.
Come on, sit down, Hello. You want a scone? I can't really scarf it down right now.
Nah, I'm not really hungry, perfectly honest.
Oh, all right. What is it that you want to talk about? Have you had the chance to look into that letter?
Yeah. Did you know the author was the Open Lord of Waterdeep?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Or at least I think it was, at least by the name. Never met.
LSH.
Oh, shit, I did not tell you that. Oh.
No. Yeah, that caught me off guard when I went to talk to Renan's captain.
Yeah, that might have slipped my mind. But hey, at least you know now before you go meet the person.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to go talk with his captain, huh?
I wanted to at least make sure that he'd still have his job. Only to find out it's not up to the captain.
I see.
It's up to the Open Lord. Whatever her fucking title is. Jesus.
All jobs are just jobs. What's important is Renan, how he's doing and whatnot. But it was nice of you to look into that for him. I'm sure he would appreciate it.
I hope so. Is there much you know about the Open Lord? Or just
Rubbing my little chinny chin chin as I look up at the sky at God. I know you told me some things before, but I don't quite remember because it was a while ago. But I don't know if there's anything you can tell me.
Yeah, history check.
Okay.
Oh no, you're gonna have to do it at disadvantage.
Yep, it is a disadvantage.
Yippee!
Good luck.
All right, I got a nat 20 and a 14 plus 1 of 15.
15 plus 1, Laurel Silverhand, the Open Lord of Waterdeep. Let's see here. Took over, the position. Figure out here. Pulled up her wiki. Overdue.
Could you also put her name in somewhere?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Also,
Mm.
Silverhand is a bomb ass last name. NGL.
Let's see here.
Just always think about that faction in Skyrim.
She rose to power at about 1489 DR, which I don't think is too long, like, not that long ago.
1489?
Yeah. I don't remember when this one took place.
What was the year? The
DR. 1489 DR is when she took over Waterdeep. Let me
Okay.
check when... when this took place.
I mean, it says First Hammer 1495 in the
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it would be 1496.
1496.
Ish. Yeah. So she took over like maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Okay.
After the last one was found embezzling money.
Okay.
And he was ousted, chased out of Waterdeep. She is a fairly powerful wizard.
Okay.
Yeah. Laurel Silverhand. I think that's largely what you all know. She's a well-known wizard. She came from like beyond Waterdeep, arrived in Waterdeep at the behest of Mystra, actually, to take over from the previous Open Lord.
Holy what and that is just like dead ass common knowledge.
She's let's see here. It says Mystra herself appeared to Laurel to task Laurel with maintaining and becoming the Open Lord of Waterdeep. I think it's like it's not hard to guess that she's sort of a champion of Mystra, just given the fact that she is a very powerful wizard type.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say she runs a tight ship?
Yes. Her presence alone is a huge deterrent for those who would abuse magic for personal gain. And thus sort of helps settle public opinion against for those against wizards. In the past, like, this is not a hard thing to put together, not really something that's like buried knowledge. In the past, in major disasters, there's more often than not a huge like percentage that goes, it's all the magic users' fault. It's the wizards and sorcerers because, wizard hubers. So with a champion of Mystra, like, overseeing Waterdeep, a city full of wizards, her presence alone, people try not to abuse magic for fear of her coming down on them.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so generally, like, rules with an iron fist, but is not
like-
cruel.
Yeah, fair but strict. Strict but fair.
Okay. Okay. Strict but fair.
Strict but fair. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, she hasn't been ruling for very long, but she is quite a presence, you can say. As Marcus explains some of these, some of
Yeah.
the stuff that he does know. And obviously, I don't know much about her besides that, but I would have to say that if I had to take a guess, she's maybe someone with a clear head, in the sense that I got this letter when I tried to look into your brother, inviting me over, rather than just investigating me or having me killed or something. So
Yeah. No,
I think that says something about her.
That's it does. I can work with that. And like Helu will sort of like lightly chew on her thumbnail.
What is it that you're
Okay.
worried about exactly?
Renan losing his job, his life being ruined. I'm hoping Lord Silverhand will be understanding, but I'm also worried about turning her eyes onto us. We're mixed up in some crazy shit.
True.
And I don't want this to become a problem. Because this isn't she's not a problem we can deal with in any capacity. She's untouchable, basically.
Well, as crazy as the things that are happening around us seem, I don't see much of a connection between us and her, in the sense of, it seems like she has a lot to oversee and deal with. Whatever we're up to, unless it gets in the way of her protection of the city, I don't think she's gonna meddle in as much. But obviously, your brother has been useful to her more than any normal guard, up to the point where we have to receive a letter calling us forward. So I guess going there is less about trying to keep Ronan's job, and more maybe trying to figure out what this other aspect of his life is. It's important that you go in there with an open ear, because there's nothing more important than information.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Marcus.
Of course.
I hope you feel better.
Well, just keep in mind, she might be a powerful wizard, but it also sounds like she's a fairly powerful politician. So whatever honeyed word she gives you, just be careful.
Right. God.
Yep.
Did Marcus, when talking, mention the previous Open Lord at all, or like?
That's
I'm just curious.
That's a question
Yeah.
for.
I would have mentioned everything that God has told me, basically.
So, mention that she ousted the previous one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, who was the previous one?
Oh, good. Is my role high enough for me to know who the previous one was?
I'll allow another separate one.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Let's see.
Bullshit 5% club. Let's go.
I don't know. I rolled pretty good on the last one. I don't know what my chances are here. 18. Nah, it's not happening, bro. It's a 10 overall.
I'm gonna 10,
Oh.
not quite.
Okay.
Hello, I'll allow another one from you. Your DC might be a bit higher.
Oh. Okay. What's my history? I think it's only it's a +2.
Wait a minute. I could have cast this on myself, but I will cast guidance on Helu if possible. Of course.
Yay! A D4. Oh shit. 21 before the D4. 23 total. I was shocked seeing that fucking 19.
Okay. On a 23, funny enough, this is probably coming to you from like shit you've heard during your time with Stoneman.
Wow, actually something useful.
But through just like overhearing conversation perhaps, the previous Open Lord of Waterdeep was in fact Daggold Neverember, the current Lord Protector of Neverwinter.
What?
I think Halu's like sort of sitting there and Marcus is like sickly and it's just like I can't think of it. And Halu's just like, holy fuck, it's Neverember.
Oh shit, that's right. Sorry, I was looking at the wall over there. Did it move? No.
No, but you should probably stay in bed all day.
Stay in bed? No. Got this
Yeah.
whole beautiful city in front of us.
Marcus, you are sicker than a dog right now with something.
I would
Maybe
much
I should get a
rather.
healer.
I would
Can I
much.
like his
No, I don't need
forehead?
no damn healer.
I feel his forehead. Does he have a fever?
I think you would, yeah.
I'm okay. I'm
No, I
going
don't.
to.
I don't need any of that. I would much rather follow in your heels. Maybe throw up in one of this fancy lady's vases. I don't know.
I don't think. I think that would not win us any favors. Besides, she hasn't even contacted me yet, so I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you technically have, that invitation from. Yeah. How are we ever gonna get you inside? I mean, if you carry that with you and you explain that it's from me. Oh, this is a toughie.
The letter said she'd find me. I let Renan's captain know that I'm only here for the rest of today, basically. So
So I didn't know you got a letter from her. My bad.
no, I'm out of
It's in the letter
character.
that,
I'm
that you
referencing.
that you gave Hello. Very
Yeah.
end is like, I'll
Oh.
find you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm not remembering things anymore. There's like a ringing in my left ear.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Sedge.
No. That
Yeah.
you just told me that
Yeah,
Sedge
yeah,
is
yeah,
all
yeah.
over the place. I'd rather not have that energy around me right now. Okay, I'll be fine. I'll go downstairs. I'll smash a fucking orange or something. Take a couple walks around the block. Get a drink or two. I've been through worse.
I can't stop you because you're just gonna do it anyway. At least make sure you have Lena or I live with you, please.
I mean, what are you planning to do until she pops up? I'm guessing just walking around doing nothing. Why don't you come with me?
I was thinking about going to talk to my family, actually.
Oh.
More so
Oh, so-
work up the courage to go talk
I
to them.
see. So I'm happy to hear that you've made up your mind then. I know
Yeah.
you're kind of iffy about it before.
I still am, honestly. I don't think the decision will be made until I'm literally on their doorstep. But that's neither here nor there, I suppose.
Do you know where they're holed up?
Yeah, they're actually not that far. They're in the North Ward, just up the road, basically.
See. Well, I wish you all the best with that. I didn't quite say this before, but I do think it's for the best that you pay them a visit. You might come to regret not stopping by, when we do leave the city.
Hylef said the same thing. Yeah.
I would say great minds think alike, but I don't think Aleph would very much appreciate me roping me and him together in that circle, that bubble. But
I think you'd be surprised. Ilef's very fond of us, as we are of them.
let's keep it up then. But yeah. Do you know when you're stopping by right now? I guess.
I don't know, honestly. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna start wandering up there and see where I go from there.
As someone who is used to uncomfortable conversations, I'll tell you that the hardest part is just starting them. So
Yeah.
just knock on that door and be ready. I've met your brother. I think if anything, the whole interaction in them, it'll come to surprise you.
I hope you're right. It was so weird. When I went to his station yesterday, he talked about me a lot to people there. I guess his coworkers or his friends. Like someone popped their head out around the corner and was like, "Holy shit, is that Renan's sister?" Whoa! Like
I mean, it's not surprising at all. Just look at how much we talk about you, right? You just have that effect.
If you say so.
I know so. That's why I know when you go and meet your family, you're going to be met with smiles.
I hope so.
Either way,
Anyways,
it's what you deserve.
I'll let you get some rest.
No, I'm getting up anyways. Marcus is like plants his feet on the ground, mad creaking. Oh, alrighty.
Oh, okay.
Done with my breakfast anyways.
You barely touched it.
I agree to disagree.
At least, can you at least finish the water?
Oh no, I have plenty of water inside me.
Marcus, drink the fucking water.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm 70% water, baby. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Body.
shoot a message up to the room to Hello. It's like, if Marcus tries to leave, don't let him. Let me know.
As you're shooting at the message, is like
How?
Marcus is getting ready to go, and he's already opened up a window.
I grab
All right,
him.
I'll see you.
Scruff him like a cat.
Oh, you want to give me a hug? Okay, hug. Fucking
Nope.
little puff out of there.
Oh, motherfucker!
He's outside of the window now.
Leda-
Good luck, Hello. You're gonna do great. Start running towards the market.
All right.
I jump out the window after him. Fuck you!
What the hell?
You bitch!
See you later. He's like
my
getting dressed while
basic
running.
walking speed is faster. I'm gonna
You
get
have
your
to
ass.
catch up to a dimension
Hold
door.
on. You actually jump out the window?
Well, I didn't jump out of the window. I Misty stepped.
Yeah.
Mm.
Lou, did you jump out of the window? Is this something you're committing to?
Commit to the bit. Commit to
Yeah,
the bit.
I'm jumping out the fucking window.
If anyone can do
I
it
need that
successfully,
face.
it's you and Isla.
Okay. Hold on. 15 total.
You take 2 points of fall damage.
Bitch! That's fine.
You're a barbarian. You can take it.
Yeah.
And you go, okay. While you go charging through the streets after Marcus. Which, like, to be clear, these are busy streets. With carriages and the fucking carriage buses going.
Okay, first of all, did Marcus, like, dimension door? Because there's no fucking way I'm catching him at that point.
Well, you missed
Or
a
is he,
step.
like, stumbling?
just
Is he
Misty
stumbling
Step.
down the fucking road?
I Misty stepped. Yo, bonus points if I can Misty step on one of these fucking carriages or this bus.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, in theory, you could.
Yeah. So Marcus just Misty steps onto one of these buses, and now he's like at one of the windows. He's like, "All right, bye, hello, good luck. You're gonna do great."
I'm gonna sick your girlfriend on you! And the rest of our party! Oh, Sedge's gonna kill him. Oh, this is gonna be so funny. Hey guys! I'm ready to go tattle.
What? You're too old for
Fuck
tattling
you,
now.
you're gonna die!
So Marcus is in a carriage going down the street. You run back in to tell everyone. I will
Yep.
say, as you run in, there is a person, in like the lobby who does, like try to catch your attention as you go.
Oh shit, sorry man. Guys! Marcus Misty stepped onto a
wait,
bus!
Oh, there they go.
How do you lose Marcus?
He Misty stepped onto the thing, the tray?
And
I don't know what it's
jump on
called.
it after
The big thing. He Misty stepped, and he was already going.
It's only 30 feet, and it can't be faster than what? 15 kilometers an hour?
I don't know. What's a kilometer?
What the fuck is a kilometer?
What's that in freedom?
Well, it's slightly less than it's roughly 1,000 meters, where a meter is roughly 2 feet.
Whose feet are we using?
Someone's.
Freedom
mean-
units? Like Halu said?
Okay.
Oh, when
Anyways,
Marcus
I'm
gets back
tattletaling on
bridges.
him.
You like run into the like dining room. People
Guys, holy fuck!
people have largely finished their food and are like it's starting to clear out a bit.
How is Sedge? How was Sedge during all that?
Not good. I feel like Helu busts in, says that, and Sedge, like, hardly looks up.
I gotta use the bathroom so bad. I'll be right back. I'm
I
so
also have to use the bathroom. Hold on.
And we can move to
Synchronize-
either- we can move to either
synchronized
Lena
shit.
or Ilith if you guys are doing anything particular.
sorry. I'll be right back.
As
Oh.
Sedge goes to the bathroom, has Sedge been
Ilif's not gonna
weird?
fucking try to catch up with a bus. Ilif has shit to do today.
I'm not asking you to go get Marcus. He's too far away now
Okay.
anyway. But was Sedge acting weird this morning?
He had a hard time sleeping.
Oh, I see. How about you? How have you been in the city?
I've been good.
Did you get to do anything fun with Sedge yesterday?
No.
Oh. Well, if you want to do anything fun with him today, Marcus and I visited some very lovely shops and restaurants that you might like.
I have stuff to do today.
Well, like what? Can I tag along?
Like, I guess.
I just get so bored up by myself.
You? Bored?
Well, with there's no one to bounce off silly ideas again. It's just me and her. She's not talking to anyone right now.
That's fair.
But if you don't want me inserting myself into your plans, I totally understand.
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't seem sure.
I don't feel sure in general.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not really.
You know, someone wise once told me you should talk about your problems to help work through them.
Yeah, I know. I just want to go see if there's a wizard or something here that can help stabilize my soul stuff.
Oh, well, I was also going to look for a wizard. Maybe just to get a spell scroll for something I was thinking about. We could wizard hunt together.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, you will never know if you don't try.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Alright. Lana just sits there awkwardly.
Olive also just sits there awkwardly.
All right. There's nothing else. I guess.
What is Marcus up to?
Yeah, I guess I'll move to Marcus. What are you doing?
Marcus ends up having an hour-long nap at the back of this bus. I feel like just fades out, goes to sleep in the back. Somehow miraculously ends up in the sort of market section, which that was one of his stops for today.
Mm-hmm.
Wakes up with a start, like, oh, the sun's way too fucking bright right now. And
End of the line, bub.
gets off. Yeah. Gets off the bus. Ready to do some shopping. Some shopping.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the market. A number of shops available. Or it's like the magic shop. Or like I think there's a few shops that have like a variety of magic items. It is Waterdeep of all places.
Yep.
So, what are you looking for?
Well, you know what I'm looking for.
Of course. You can wander.
Say it out loud for the rest of us.
We're getting there. You wander your way over to like a shop. One of the shops in there. They've been, this is probably the same magic shop that like Ilif and Sedge might have visited. There's the individual behind the counter and like maybe his apprentice, in a corner working on something new.
Good day.
Good day. How can I help you?
How's it going, friend? I'm just looking for a very particular item. a staff, you could say. What's the name of it again?
Plenty of staffs.
Looking for Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Ah. Yeah, we should have like that. We do have a number of. Let's see here. I have a small handful of the more uncommon variety, but I do have, I think, one of the mid-tier variety. Mechanically a +1 and +2.
Mm-hmm. Well, I already know I can't afford a +2, even with selling staff. So I asked to look at his uncommon ones.
He will. Just a moment. Will turn to his apprentice and be like, "Can you go retrieve? You know where they are." Yes. His apprentice like disappears. Comes back out. I don't know. Let's say that. I know I didn't go into this detail last session. I think just because I was bouncing around so many people, and right now I'm kind of stalling for people to get back. But
Fair.
we'll say like this man, like an elf, and his apprentice is like a half orc. Comes out
I returned.
with a, you know, like 3 or 4 of these rods. Puts them down.
What are you guys getting?
He is getting a Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Oh, okay.
I think I just hover my hands over the 4 different rods, see if there's one in particular that calls out to me or something. I don't know.
There's one that might be like fairly simple in its ornamentation, that is just like a finely carved staff with a, you know, an orb at the top. There might be one that like is an
Okay, I'm
ominous
back.
sort of skull with some like gothic carvings. Just some fun ones with different designs on them.
Okay. That's
I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
They all function the same, so it's a matter of preference.
cool. I see. I'll probably reach out for one that's kind of in the middle. Kind of like looks cool, but not over the top, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So how much are you asking for?
Well, +1s are fairly easy. Are still. They tend to be in fairly high demand among, well, warlocks. About 1,500.
Okay. Before I set my mind on this, I would love for you to appraise this, see if perhaps you're interested in buying it off me. Maybe we can do a trade of sorts. Take out the staff of the Rooted Hills that we got from the hag.
I will say something I thought about mentioning as well is that your gauntlets would actually roughly probably trade in for not that much lower, because gauntlets of ogre strength are very useful for what they do. But yeah, he'll look it over and goes, "All right." Might cast a bit of an identify over it as he's looking it over. Like someone else comes in during this time, and like his apprentice goes and takes care of the other customer before, you know, 10 minutes about 10 minutes later he looks up and he goes, "Okay, let's see. I can see that the enchantment is on the rarer side, but it is, I could sell it. Let's do, I think I could take it in for 2,000 if you wanted to sell it."
2,000. I could see why you would come up with that sum, but this is a very special staff. Seeing as it belongs to someone very special, someone very dangerous, that is. And I think Marcus kind of tries to regale him with the story of the hags.
Well, that's Very interesting story.
I would say maybe you could sell it for quite a bit more if attached to such a story.
Ah, but in Waterdeep, stories like that aren't as uncommon as you might think.
Well, I can see that, but I think it still makes it a little bit more of an outlier, say, to any other staff that could might do the same thing. Let's say 2100 at least.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god. I'm good at persuasion, but I am poisoned. Wow, that sucks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, yeah, I got a 5 plus 9, 14.
14. I think, yeah, you are like, yeah, not feeling well. You're not on the top of your game. He just kind of looks at you and raises an eyebrow and he goes, 2,000.
Fine. I know you brought up the gauntlets. Could you also appraise them? I'm kind of just curious what price they would go for.
Yeah.
Is it about the same 2,000?
It would be about like the gauntlets are considered, I believe, uncommon. So I think he'd like 1,500 for those. Because like yeah, they're uncommon, which would put them like in the 500 to 1,000 range, but they set your strength to 19, which is crazy for an uncommon magic item. So I think he would give you about 1,500 for that.
I would love the next rarity up on a staff, but giving away these gauntlets doesn't sound wise because they're useful on me, but they could also go to somebody else in the party if I no longer needed them. So I think I'll stick on selling the staff for 2.
Yeah, if you sold your staff and your gauntlets, you'd be able to get the +2 with the money you have.
Okay.
Your gauntlets are too useful for you, though, man.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I'm leaning more towards the +1 while selling the staff of the Rooted Hills. But I think Marcus does a thing where he like looks over the +1 staff, kind of holds it in his hand for a moment, lets out a cough or two, and he says, "Well, this seems fine and dandy. I think I think my brother would like it. I don't have much time in this world. I want to give him something."
Oh my god.
Marcus says, "Well, looking rather sickly today."
I think on a 14, he's like,
Well, this is a deception roll. When you say not persuasion, I'm more trying to sell the idea that I'm dying, and this is for my brother. I'm not asking for a price difference, but hey, maybe if my deception's if this guy's someone who wears his heart on his sleeve, who knows? I don't know.
I think this is going to have to be the
You're
situations
evil,
where if you're in Waterdeep, you have a magic item shop. He might have had to deal with other adventurers with roughly the same idea as you. So regardless, I think of your deception roll, he's like,
Okay, fair enough. Same idea, but do most of them look almost near death like Marcus today?
Yeah, I think more than the number of people who come in with like disguise self or disguise kits or a list of other spells that would be able to mimic this, and he's like,
Ah, I see. Okay.
You gotta understand, man. I've seen enough D&D games where I know this is the kind of shit like low-level players would pull. So
the only reason I'm trying to pull it today, I'm trying to find a positive for me rolling a 6 to being poisoned. But fair enough. Worth a try.
There is no positive.
This man is a magic item seller. He is incredibly used to adventurers trying all sorts of shit to get a discount.
Especially in Waterdeep.
Yeah, especially in Waterdeep.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to sell the staff, trade that in for the uncommon one. I love that +2, but maybe another day when we're much richer. And that means I'm getting back 500, right?
Yep. You say when we're much richer, like some people aren't sitting on 1,000 plus gold.
Yeah, I know, but this +2 staff is 5,000 gold. That's quite a sum of money for
Yeah.
for a good reason. It's a very good staff, but that's still like a huge chunk of our stuff. So
Yeah.
That, that's all of our stuff.
yeah,
Basically.
exactly. So this way I get a nice staff in. I have some money to add to things, an extra 500. So
Yeah.
I get more use out of this.
Love seeing the wealth disparity between you guys as I'm going through your sheets.
Shush.
I will add that
Shush.
500 and
If only we had seen that blue dragon's horde.
you know what this
I know. Ah!
Yo, straight up, we would have been set. Yo, we just got to
God.
find another dragon again, guys. I know we don't want to fight another dragon, but we need to
I
up
think
our
we gotta find
coffers
another
real
dragon.
soon.
Jen and Parm have literally been listening to me bitch about not knowing where that blue dragon's horde is since we fucking killed it.
That's so funny to me.
Shut up! I just shut up. I'm fine. I need to calm down. I'm fine.
Just, I know you got like a little list somewhere, but I'm wondering, does this guy have any little magical trinkets?
Yeah, more than likely.
Like the little fun ones that we ran into in the Feywild or wherever else. I'm just curious about what they might be.
Yeah.
Because I know someone's having a rough day today, so if I can get him a little trinket.
I think if you ask him that, he says, "You have any little trinkets?" He goes, I mean, my apprentice has a number of items that he's practiced on."
Well, kid, hit me.
You turn to this half orc. He looks like, like a teenager. Where'd it go?
I was ready for you to tell me he's a 40-year-old man. He started out his
No,
apprenticeship.
he's this like he's a teenager at the very awkward stage where he's like he's got muscle, but that doesn't mean he's not lanky and a little bit awkward.
It's your time to shine.
All right, yeah, hold on as I pull up. Thing. Well, I can't promise anything amazing, but
That's great.
I'm gonna roll 3 times on this list. Some things. That doesn't quite. I don't. Red one doesn't quite make sense. I can't quite parse it out. Oh, that's from. He pulls out a feather. It is like a beautiful, slightly golden feather. Pulls it out and he goes, "It's this one. Pulled it off of not pulled it off. Got it from a trader that came through. Said he claimed it was from a solar, but could never quite tell. I did manage to put an enchantment where, so long as you hold it, you can speak Celestial.
Oh,
Only while you hold it, though."
interesting. Oh, what language do Sedge and Porsche speak with each other again?
Celestial.
Hmm. You don't say.
Oh,
Gonna get the
no.
hot murder gossip? How bloodthirsty that summon.
Just gonna keep it in my
Horses?
pocket and
Okay.
like hold on to it and never tell Sedge.
And then he'll pull out another one. It's a holy symbol of the god Elistray. I think so? Yeah. Elistray. Got this one. This, again, the enchantment's something really to write home about. It just makes it so that anytime you sing, you sing beautifully. Gives you a good singing voice.
Huh. Pretty neat. I mean, 1 out of 10 here. How nice of a voice are we talking here?
like a, I don't know, classically trained singer you might find. You're not gonna
Solid
be an
8.
opera singer, but like a fairly decent bard, I would say.
Interesting. I know a woman named Lena who could use something like this.
Damn! Your own girlfriend.
But does she sing badly?
I'm not gonna answer that. What's the last one?
That one's weird. Some of these have weird wording, and I don't quite understand what they are saying. So I re-roll, because parsing out what that does, both of us, is going to be time. Pulls out a like horn, hollowed out horn. This is like, a trumpet. If you blow into it, it can be clearly heard by everyone within 300 feet. But for the next minute after you use it, your voice is amplified and also can be heard by anyone within 300 feet. It's good for like crowded sections that you need to, you're doing like a public announcement call to everyone at once sort of a thing. I don't know how useful that is for you.
I can be quite creative. I'm sure I can find a use for it. How much are you asking for all these little knickknacks?
I don't know, 5 gold each.
Oh man, that's a steal. I'll take all of them.
Oh, wow. Great. That helps me. It all goes directly to me since these were my items.
Oh, listen, man, you should. This is where the real money's at. Wait around for some bigwig to come along and spend $5,000 on one thing, or you can sell a whole bunch of little ones. These are fun.
Yeah, I mean, most of my business comes from adventuring types like you and others, who I say my business, but they come in here for the big stuff, and then they usually walk out with a little thing too.
Oh, man, it works out for you. Either way, it's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you for your business.
I'll give this one to my brother before I pass. Thank you. Somewhere.
I'm sorry for you.
Why are you like this?
Oh no, I can't wait for the day. Don't worry about it. At least I'll be a good singer
Can't
when
wait
it
for the
comes.
day you die.
Yeah, duh.
Do you need help?
Yes.
I'm not gonna answer that. Thank you, though, kid.
Professional psychological help.
Don't call me kid.
Okay. Thanks, kid. Grab the stuff.
You're such a dickhead.
Oh my god.
And I'll pay the stuff.
Right.
Probably put on the necklace and sing a little tune on my way out.
It is a holy symbol of a god, which I want to point out, by the way. Elistray is a drow goddess.
Oh.
She's considered a good drow goddess, sort of, like the patron for those who don't want to live under Lolth's influence.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me add the new rod and delete this one. I might have some other stops down the line as well, but obviously move on to someone else if you would like.
What's next?
Sedge and Halu have returned from the bathroom.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had to go real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
There is still
Yeah.
that person in the front who is like trying to catch her.
Oh.
Do I? No, I mean I have a 16 passive.
Like, it is clearly respecting the rules of the establishment and isn't trying to go lobby, but like is like, excuse me, but you're just doing the holy fuck to everyone else.
Yeah, I think like after that, give everyone the let us shit start like whatever. I think Hello would then probably notice the person, and I think it's that moment of like frown, look around, point at herself as the universal. Are you trying to get my attention?
You see in their hand, it looks like some sort of compass that is pointing in your direction. He goes, "Yes, you."
And Hello will walk over. Hi. Sorry about that. Didn't know you were trying to get my attention.
All right, I know the life of adventurers can be fairly energetic, but I believe you have something of my lady's. I've
Oh.
been sent to find and retrieve you. You're Marcus?
No, that's my party member. I'm Hello Wise Healer.
Ah, lovely to meet you.
Likewise. Yeah, and Hello will fish out the thing, the letter.
Yeah, and you see that as you pull it out, the compass tracks the letter.
Oh, that is weird.
Ah, my lady enchanted it so that when you entered the city, it automatically wayfinded the letter.
Oh. Neat. I
But,
think.
I'm
Right.
assuming that if you are not Marcus, then you are the one who wishes to meet with my lady?
Yes. Please.
Excellent. You don't have to meet with her right now. I understand that you might have a very busy schedule, whatever it is on your plate. If you can appear at any time today at the Palace of Waterdeep and show them the letter, and you'll be shown right to my lady's office.
Oh, that's good to know. I'll look back at the rest of my party. I think I'll just go now. I have time. Everyone else is sort of. And I wave a hand.
Of course. It's just you. It's just you. If any of your friends wish to come, they may come. But
Just me.
understand. I understand. Well then, I can show you the way.
Thank you. And I will follow behind.
Yep. Which can't even like catch a dray, so you don't have to walk all the way to the palace. Which he's leading you to the same administrative building that you were at yesterday.
Yeah, there's a certain kind of irony that hasn't that Hello hasn't missed.
Yeah. Before we do that meeting proper, though, were there any scenes? So it isn't just Marcus and Hilu totally dominated. Was there anything Ylif, or Sedge might have wanted to do?
Whoa! Marcus and Hellu are what?
My throat really hurts.
Okay,
Ooh.
you can rest the session. Well, I'll turn
Thanks.
to Sedge. Is there anything you wanted to do, Ike? As Sedge, or is Sedge brooding?
I feel like Sedge is brooding. I mean, like he does like try and talk with Blossom a little bit. When she comes down, but man is not feeling too hot today. He's exhausted.
Sedge can spend the day brooding at the inn.
Sedge will be brooding next to Isla. Still feeling a little protective, even with that dream, that nightmare.
Yep, understandable.
I think Lena at some point getting a little oh, what's that thing when you're like anxious to get around and get moving instead of sitting?
Restless.
Yeah.
Jittery?
So restless was the word. Lena starts getting restless with all this broody anxiety between Ylif and Sedge. It's like, I'm going to go shopping. Join me if you want.
I have stuff I want Ylif to but I can't really.
You can't really talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I just want them to find a wizard and see if they can
We
like
can.
stabilize the soul stuff.
I will find you a wizard, Isla.
Do you want to text it out? Do you want to type it out?
Or we
Aleph
can, or we can
accidentally
tackle
had
it,
some of Marcus's poison.
or we can tackle it next TN session because by then, hopefully, your
That
voice should
would
be back.
be great because my voice is kind of coming and going, and
Mm-hmm.
Is the cough drop not doing?
I haven't taken a cough drop yet.
Bro.
It just kind of it was good, and then it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
Aleph, I'm going to find you a wizard. And Blossom's going to get up and
I mean, Ilex
leave
is
and-
gonna go find their own wizard.
Oh, yeah.
It's just poor boy.
You the player cannot narrate that.
I, the player, cannot narrate it at this moment.
Let's see. Where would you go for wizards?
There's
a
one wizard I know of
wizard
in
store.
particular who lives in Waterdeep.
Yeah, that what we've talked about this. That wizard isn't here right now.
Dang it. On his lunch break.
He's
He went
current.
to lunch.
I believe
Permanently.
he might be currently, technically, in an adventure in Baldur's Gate.
Maybe I'll find him there.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see here. Where?
Maybe I'll find his cat.
His cat
Yeah.
is not there.
There's no Tara.
Again, Tara's in Baldur's Gate.
You don't know.
I do know, as a matter of fact. You can find her in Baldur's Gate. Alright, just checking some things. I have a labeled map, which is, let me tell you, is big.
Near-
So I have to like glance at a shit ton of information.
Waterdeep is pretty.
Yeah, it certainly is. I think most like wizard domicile wizard homes are gonna be in the Sea Ward.
Okay.
Which is where like the buildings move from let's see here. Actually got this is coming with a structure legend, fun fact. I didn't include this one in Foundry because this one would be a little bit overwhelming. Matter of fact. Yeah, the majority of buildings in Waterdeep are these like tall row houses that line the streets up to like 5 stories. These typically have shops in the ground floors with like offices and apartments above that. That's many of the better kept taverns and rooming houses are like this. But in the sea ward, we move into larger, more successful and elaborate single buildings within the city, have up to 6 stories, and like some of them have effectively yards where others might.
I'm looking for the tallest, most wizardy looking wizard tower.
Oh,
Let's go look for their own wizard. I appreciate it though.
that is
There is something that I did want to get from a wizard.
the tallest, most wizardy tower in Waterdeep would be. Hold on. Would be in the castle ward. in a place known as Blackstaff Tower. Hold on, I have a picture of it. Unfortunately, that may not necessarily be a tower you can easily access.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I could polymorph.
the Blackstaff Tower is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the Castle Ward.
Do I want to polymorph in the middle of the city? Is it worth it?
That's up to you.
Are you gonna get Mick fucked up for trying it?
It's not if I cast a spell in the city that I'm worried about.
You should be.
It's about Lena
No,
casting a spell in the city. I mean, my DC's
I'm
only at
saying
2,
that there's
guys.
probably some rank ass shit that this tower will like whackety smackety
Oh.
falcon punch your ass into the ocean.
Is there like, can I see if there's like any protective ward to prevent rangers from flying in? Am I able to like
Find
catch
a
little
magic doorbell.
force- Am I able to catch a little force field in the glint of the sun?
Hold on. Give me a second. Word off. Where is Blackstaff's Tower on this map? Exactly. Let's see here. Come on, work with me, please. Hilariously, I was just reading up about this place today, and I was like, okay. I mean, I don't see how that might be relevant. That's apparently on
The
me.
DM's hubris.
Yeah, for real. Fuck it. Where the fuck is your tower on this map, my guy? That it? Hold on. Why is it taking me so long, folks?
You're fine.
We're vibing.
Yeah, with the shenanigans we get up to, you're good. I feel like Sedge follows Lena, and it's just like, so why exactly do you need to find like this wizard? What do you need?
Well, really, I just need a spell scroll from a wizard. And you know, you want to get spell scrolls directly from the source, because otherwise they could be random curses that they've picked up, or they could be tampered with.
This is water deep. We can't find the store.
Of
We have to
course
go.
not.
We have to go into
I
some
just-
random place and Sedge like.
I just said we have to get the spell scroll direct from the source.
Gonna be more expensive.
Or we could save costs by cutting out the middleman.
Right. You know, I don't like us being in this city. We should leave.
We're leaving tomorrow morning, Sedge.
We should leave now.
We can't leave now. What do you expect us to do? Just sit on the boat for another night?
Yes.
Alright, I see you were a little pent up after the dragon
Pent-
fight.
Found it.
Sure.
Oh, look, there's the tower!
That's the tower.
Where is it? Right where the marker is?
I have my arrow on it. It's by the lady
Ah.
training marker. That's the tower.
Okay,
Wow.
sick. Oh, look, there's the tower.
I don't think we should go. What if it's a trap?
Why would it be a trap, Sedge?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying it.
Well, we won't know until we find out.
Or we can never find out and leave.
Why are you so scared of a
Scared.
little tower?
I'm sorry, I'm not scared of the tower. I'm just a little antsy about being in a city this large. You got stabbed in Neverwinter.
Yes,
Did
but
you
that's-
forget that?
This isn't Neverwinter, Sedge.
Exactly my point. It's worse.
Well, some would argue that I know the city better than I know Neverwinter. Technically, in another life.
In another life. So you remember everything there is you knew about Waterdeep, is what you're saying.
I didn't say that.
Okay,
Stop putting words
so
in my mouth. I'm gonna go
I'm-
knock on this magical-looking door.
Lena,
Reference as you
And-
approach this tower. This tower appears to be made out of smooth black stone. With no like, yeah, I shared that picture, but the description I'm reading off. Yeah, smooth black stone with no windows, and like, let's see here. Like two doors, one of which is like gated off by a huge gate, and the other is a large like wooden entrance, wooden doorway.
Hello? Can I speak to the wizard who lives here? I have a commission.
we should leave.
Hello?
We
We're
should
not
leave.
leaving. We're not going to leave, Sedge. You can go. I'm
What
going to
if
stay
he
right
kills
here.
us? I'm not going. I am not going.
I don't think he'll kill us for just knocking.
I think all of us should just stick together and then go back onto the boat and leave the city forever. And never come back. Ever.
You know what? That's a great idea. Why don't you go and try to find Marcus, and then I'll meet you back on the
No,
ship.
no, no, I'm not going to try and find Marcus. Marcus will find us.
So you believe Marcus will be all right by himself, but
Absolutely
you
not.
won't believe. So then why don't you go try and find him and take care
Well,
of him? You're the one
Marcus-
who owes him a life debt.
Marcus isn't the one about to get stabbed in a
my
wizard's
God.
tower.
Mark is off somewhere about to get stabbed in the wizard's tower.
He's about to get stabbed in a market
Yeah.
for trying to tell something he's dying.
There, like you're arguing for a few minutes before like the door creaks open, and there's a like human individual in like long black robes looking at you and is like, "Hello?"
Hi, yes. I would like to mention a spell scroll from the lovely wizard who I presume lives here.
I'm sorry.
That
I
said, just scowling over Lena's shoulder at this human.
They're
just
gi-
completely glowering.
I just remembered that Lena's only 5'4".
yeah. This person is
There's a
looking.
significant size difference.
This person is looking between the two of you and is looking incredibly bewildered and is like, "From the wizard who." I'm sorry. You know this is Blackstaff Tower, right?
Well, I assumed because the tower is black. Is there a wizard who lives here?
You just
Do you
presumed you didn't check?
do you know who?
How can I check? It's a tall wizard tower.
Are you new to Waterdeep?
Not
He
technically,
is.
no.
She is, yes.
Shut up, Sedge. Not technically, no.
Are you sure? Because most people who've been here know who Blackstaff is.
Would you care to enlighten me?
He doesn't know.
Well, Blackstaff, and it just seems sort of baffled at the fact that they have to even explain this, and he's like, well, Blackstaff is the Archmage of Waterdeep.
Oh, excellent! Then they can Then I can commission a spell scroll
We
from them.
are leaving.
You're not leaving.
I
Sedge.
don't want
just wanna
anything to do
speak
with
them.
some archmage.
Then you go off by yourself.
I'm not about to have you
What?
get turned into a frog.
If
I'm
you
not going to turn into a frog.
if you want spell scrolls, the market is just that way.
Thank
Yes,
you.
but I
It's
thought
like a
I'd cut out
block
the
that way.
middleman by going direct to the source.
This poor, like,
There,
Erithus, help me.
there are a number of other. You know, there are wizards that run their own shop in the market. Yeah.
Yes, but this tower was the most impressive one, so I believe it was the best wizard to come to.
Uh-huh.
I apologize for her.
There's nothing to apologize for, Sedge.
I think there's a lot of things to apologize for, including being in Waterdeep in general.
Look, if you want to talk to the Blackstaff, you'll have to get
I would,
permission.
yes.
You'd have to get permission from the Open Lord.
Well, why can't I just set an appointment with you? I can come back later today if they're
Oh
busy
my
now.
God.
Blackstaff doesn't do appointments. You get that, right? Like,
Well, if they don't do appointment, then they must have an open door policy.
That is not how that works.
No, I'm pretty sure it is, Sedge.
Look, if you're just here for spell scrolls, go down to the market.
I think that's a great idea. So sorry to waste your time. Lena, let's go.
No.
Ah, gods.
you could just pick her up. I'm not there. That's how Halu solves problems, by picking up the person causing the problems and walking away.
I think there's been a misunderstanding. I
Yeah,
just need one teensy weensy little spell scroll. And I want it from the best, and I have the coin to pay for it.
I have a question for you, Lena.
Yes?
So, are all spell scrolls not made the same? Do they
Of
not all work the
course not.
same? Oh my.
They're not all made equally.
I turn to the human. Is that true?
yeah. Unless you get a scam artist of a wizard.
That's what I'm trying to avoid by coming to you. And your
Wait.
lovely tower.
Lady, the wizards in the market aren't going to be scam artists. Don't buy
How
from
do you-
don't buy from standing stalls, buy from a store and you're good.
Can I just meet them?
Lena, at this point, you're harassing the poor
You
person.
listen, you
I'm not
gotta have a
harassing anyone.
really good reason to get her to get her to come talk to you, and buying a spell scroll is not a good reason.
What if I told... Come here.
Who, them or me?
Them.
They'll like
Um,
they'll approach looking wary.
Can I, before I do this, can I roll an insight check to see how trustworthy this person is?
Sure.
I rolled as bad as Marcus would have. That's an 11.
Damn.
I
Damn.
mean, they don't seem like they're trying to pull a fast one on you. I'll tell you that. They truly just seemed incredibly bewildered at your presence here, insisting on buying a spell scroll from the Archmage of Waterdeep.
Mhm.
Like a random adventurer turning up, being like, "I want to buy a spell scroll from the Archmage of Waterdeep." It's just what
This
you
dude's
g-
like, is this lady drunk? Like, no, she seems
Lena,
to have
little-
other faculties.
It's afternoon. She's only a little drunk.
Is she
what you
stupid?
get- that's what you get from the inside. Is truly this person is, just bewildered. What?
I'm sending you the message.
Okay.
Lena, honestly, if this person, if this archmage isn't, listen, I think and Sedge says this as a joke, unless she knows how to get rid of becoming half dragon, I don't think they can help us.
Well, I mean, she certainly might be able to help with that.
We should
Sedge
still go.
record scratch.
We should still go, Sedge says through gritted teeth.
I'm waiting on the message from Kate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this to the best possible advantage for me.
Oops, the hair is streaming. I can hear her talking in her sleep.
Okay.
Let's see this. I, I think you say that, and this person like stops, looks at you, and is like, "Uh-huh."
What did you say?
And I'm the Dragon King of Faerun. Sure.
Oh.
Why would I have any reason to lie
Never
to
mind, I
you?
know exactly what you said now.
Don't talk about dragons in front of me, please.
Really don't talk about dragons in front of him.
Okay,
But
I'm sorry.
I don't have any reason to lie to you.
It seems like you have plenty of reason to lie to me for trying to get into a meeting with Blackstaff, and I'm standing in your way.
If I am not who I say I am,
Oh my god, no.
Blossom, please. I mean, Lena, please.
there's a multitude of ways that I could prove it to you. However, I'm being nice right now by not doing so. I simply wish to speak with the Archmage, as you keep calling them.
Look, I'm just an apprentice. You gotta come back with, like, a letter of introduction from the Open Lord if you want to get anywhere near her.
Fine.
So, you did mention that they could possibly stop someone from becoming half dragon? Like, theoretically?
She might be able to, in theory, take a look at it, but that would be up to her and whether or not she actually.
Blossom quickly sees an opportunity and pushes Sedge to the front of the conversation.
Lena, no. We don't have the time.
What? Sure we do.
No.
We have a whole day.
I
Sedge.
am not doing this.
Why not?
It's invasive.
The apprentice seems to be at least intrigued by you.
Intrigued? Do they seem intrigued? Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck, that wasn't very good. Hold on. 15. 15.
This apprentice seems exasperated, and very done with both of your shit. Especially after what Blossom just told them. And they're just like, oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I am becoming a little bit draconic, but that's not anybody's issue other than mine, alright? We've been in your hair for far too long at this point, Lena. And we're gonna go.
Wait! We also have a friend whose soul has been split by Wolfall?
You can't keep airing out people's business.
Okay, what?
Nothing. We're going.
No, hold on.
Oh, God.
What?
You want to tell them everything else, Blossom? How much money we have in our coin purses? Lena? Fuck.
I feel like somehow I might have overstepped.
Oh, now you say you overstepped. That's lovely.
It was a last ditch effort. I didn't think they'd get intrigued by that.
Elena,
If they weren't intrigued by me.
You're not very intriguing. I'm sorry. Marcus is the only one who is enthralled by you.
Lena, make a persuasion check.
Oh, Aleph is going to kill you.
The only reason I didn't let one happen for Sedge is because Sedge, you were actively like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
That's gonna be a 23.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
On a 23, the apprentice is still there, just like, what the fuck are these people's deal? When, like,
Mental illness.
Yeah.
when as they're looking at you, like, what?
I'm sorry.
Okay, what? Turning the corner around the door, is another individual.
Oh,
no.
God.
She is.
I have summoned them.
She is short. She is under 5 feet.
She's Ike sized.
Hey!
Olive skin, short black hair. I have a picture. Dressed
Oh, she's
in
pretty.
armor with a very tall black stone staff in her hand.
Oh, we are going to die.
I'm
God.
not going to die, Sedge.
And
No.
she looks at you and goes, "I can take it from here." Hold on, let me see this person's name. Was a current apprentice at the tower.
If I die here, Lena, and I don't get to be with Eilif for my last moments, I will haunt you.
I can.
I
Take
want
it
you
from
to know
here.
that.
I wrote. Sorry, no one's going to die. Please relax.
I told you.
Shut up.
Sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Badra Safahar? Safahar? Fuck. Hold on, typing it
This
out.
is the peak.
Thank
This
you.
is the peak Lena Sedge content we've been waiting for.
Yeah, no one's going to die. Please don't worry. But you are kind of harassing my apprentice, and I would ask you to please leave them be for right now.
We are incredibly sorry. Right, Lena?
I think Lena's like refusing to answer for a second, just staring at the Archmage, trying to figure out what to say.
Sedge, like, elbows Lena in her side.
Terribly sorry for interrupting your afternoon. We'll be going now.
Well, please, hold a moment. I did overhear your conversation. Sorry, my brain is working. I did overhear your conversation. You mentioned turning into a half-dragon, but you seem not too keen on addressing it?
Oh,
My
yes.
partner would be upset if I didn't address it.
Yes,
Your
they
whole
would.
party would be upset if you didn't address it, but mostly your partner.
I'm assuming that has to do with the scales there on your hand.
And Sedge, like, forgets that his hands are out. It's like, yes, and puts them behind his back.
No judgment here. Don't worry. I've seen all sorts of things come through. But I also heard you mention something about another party member.
Oh, yes, I am Queen of the Summer Court, but I've lost many of my memories and with it my power. So if I could possibly get it back. Also, I'm looking for a spell scroll.
I think she
Okay,
was referring to
that's-
Eilif.
Yes, I was referring to something regarding Worldfall, but you have memory issues?
Yes, I do.
Well, we can talk about that, but I am interested in your other friend. I heard mention something about Worldfall.
You out
Um,
here giving all of our shit away.
I
That come from them.
Well, sure. Are you in town long?
Another night? We leave early in the morning tomorrow.
I will call Ylif on the sending stone.
Hi, Cat.
And Sedge excuses himself to explain what happened to Ylif.
Why is she airing my dirty? Why did she
I
beat me to the punch? I was gonna do this anyway myself.
I don't know. She was just trying to get an in. And
Oh my god.
yes, so if you, this archmage does seem to have some sort of knowledge about it, so I guess if you want to come by, I can.
I will do that, I guess.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Oh, great. We can maybe see about addressing your problems altogether.
Excellent.
In regards
Now,
to
where
spell
can-
scrolls, though, I don't sell those.
Really?
They're an archmage.
Really? But that's so easy to, like, make a spell scroll. I
If it's that
imagine. I've
easy,
never
why
done
don't
one
you-
myself.
But if I sold spell scrolls, what need would there be for wizards to make a living selling scrolls their own way?
Have a point. Fine. Go look at the market after our meeting.
Excellent. Come inside then. We'll get you situated waiting down here while we wait for your friend to arrive.
Goody.
You'll forgive me if I disappear for a bit to take care of some other things. I can
Of
get
course.
an apprentice to get you tea, food, snacks.
He would be lovely, thank you.
Of course.
Sorry for imposing like this. Right, Lena?
Oh, yes, terribly sorry.
You are forgiven. I do love a good arcane mystery here and there. But I will see you and don't worry, I'll know when your friend arrives. And we'll turn and just disappears.
Whoa.
I turned to Lena. This is what we're up against. She can kill us. Oh my
She
god.
just said she wasn't going to.
Well, what if she does and she takes all of our gold?
She's
mean-
not going to. She said herself that we won't die here.
Neither of us did an insight check. We don't know that.
You know, I think an archmage is pretty trustworthy.
Mhm.
Except, you know,
Fine.
maybe the ones in Luskin.
And there's not a very trustworthy archmage across the sea, but whatever.
Have you been across the sea?
No, but I've heard stories, and I don't like them.
She's been dead like 1,000 years at this point or some shit.
You don't know that? You don't know what I got planned?
You're gonna turn her into a lich?
I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to go that route.
But while you guys are there waiting, I'm gonna flip over to Hello.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my phone charger really quick.
Alright.
Hello, Chronicles.
You, while this is happening, are being led through, you know, down the high road and down Waterdeep Way over to the palace. A familiar path. Again, you probably actually caught a dray, caught a dray, which he's paying for. By this point, has put away the compass thing. But you arrive at the palace, which you guys hop off, leads you through, up to, a different set of doors than the ones you had entered before, where there are guards there. Looks like members of the city guard, not the city watch.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
They don't even they give you a glance as the two of you walk in, but otherwise don't stop you.
Okay.
And proceeds to lead you through what are these winding hallways of the palace? Before stopping at a door at the end of a hallway, large, clearly well made, not super ornamental, but knocks, pauses, and goes, "My lady, one hello." Your last name?
Wise healer.
One hello wise healer here to see you. Pauses. You don't hear anything, but then the doors open. And you step inside, and you step into what appears to be a little sitting room, with rooms going off. But here there is a table with variety of books spread about, like a paper, papers with will and ink. This is sort of an administrative room. And sitting on the other side is what looks to be a very tall human woman with see here. There are guards around too, but yeah, you see a very tall human woman with silver hair, silver gray hair that has in a new tons of braids. It looks as if she probably has miles of hair and very nice ornate white and gold robes.
Immaculate drip right there.
Yeah, as you see, the Open Lord of Waterdeep, Laral Silverhand. I've shared her picture in voice chat.
She's very pretty. Lady Silverhand. And we'll do a polite bow.
Wise healer. To the individual. You are dismissed. Bow and then leave. Please take a seat. Gesture to another chair on the other side.
Yeah, Helu will sit.
So, I admit I don't. My agent there went out seeking a letter that I had sent off some time ago. Presume you are the one who was holding that letter?
Yes, ma'am.
But you are not the one that it was sent to. Forgive me, I
No.
am just trying to understand the situation.
The letter was originally sent to my fellow party member, Marcus. He made inquiries about my brother Renan for me.
Yes, Ronan. And you... wise healer, that makes sense then. Well, what did you want to know?
Well, actually, I was hoping to make sure he wouldn't lose his job. You see, my party and I are mixed up in some things, and Renan is currently trapped in the Feywild because of me.
Ah, oh dear.
For you, it's only been a few months. For me, I was also trapped in the Feywild. For me, it was about 2 years. For Renan, it's longer.
I do understand that time flows differently in the Feywild than it does here in the Prime Material. Or you came here hoping that his time in the Feywild would not affect his life here.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, You are very kind sister to worry about his job, so. But you needn't worry. He is one of my agents, and at the moment he had been on a bit of a definitely from the city watch for a job I had given him. But I see no reason why I should remove his title from him because of something he can't control.
There's like a sigh of a very visible sigh of relief on Helu's part. As Silverhand says this, what were you having Renan do? If I can know that?
Certainly. I don't see why not. Matter of fact, he had gone towards Neverwinter to look into the situation surrounding Never Ember's rule over the city. In his departure from Waterdeep, I would worry that he would bring more instability. So Ronan was sent to make contact with Harpers to assess the situation, and, as a side goal, see if he could make allies with the Banes of Thunder, as I've come to understand you've called.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big. Yeah, that's my party.
I should tell you that he was the one who insisted on that upon hearing that one of the individuals was a half-orc, ostensibly from Neverwinter.
Really?
Yes?
Okay. I didn't know that. As for the Harpers, my party and I are in contact with them. I don't know if that's helpful. I'm afraid I'm not really well versed in this sort of thing.
That's alright. That is good to know that, in fact, don't mind telling me what the situation is in Neverwinter as you understand it.
Well, the River District hasn't recovered since the Mount Hottenhouse eruption. I was a part of an illegal gladiatory ring. And I think Helu will just sort of like very haltingly give an overview of what Neverwinter is like, just, from her perspective, which is,
Yeah.
we're friends with this group of street urchins called the River Rat. like,
And the whole
that
time,
sort of
yeah, and the whole time she is taking notes and nothing along. Does it and very much keeps her face very neutral as she's listening in. I see. Do you mention hell?
I think no, because yes, she's fair. I still don't know what her deal is. So I think that would be a thing that Helu would want to leave for Pell himself and Angelica, but we'll tell her about Angelica.
Okay. Yeah, and she does you mentioned Angelica, she makes a note and then sort of puts it aside and pulls out a separate paper, where it looks like she's very organized and like also seems very focused. Like immediately starts at the very least a sort of letter to Angelica, even if she doesn't start the draft of it actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reach out to Angelica as soon as possible, see what I can do about supporting their work there. Especially if things are as bad as you say.
I would say so.
Yes, then surprisingly, Ember is supporting his own interests and not that of his city.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. And I'm glad to know that Renan's life won't be affected.
Of course not. Do worry for him, and I hope he is doing well. Have you spoken with his parents? Or your parents, I suppose?
Not yet. I'm sort of working up the courage to do that. I have their address. It's just a matter of go there, talking to them.
I understand. I wish you best of luck then.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hmm. This is gonna be maybe weird. I don't know. It might help facilitate things for you and Miss Angelica. Um, we have a fairy dragon also in our party by the name of Oscar. I'd have to ask him, if you could borrow his services, but do you want me to call him?
I don't quite understand how his services would help. What services does he offer?
Oh, he's a messenger. In the Feywild, fairy dragons are used to more or less instantly deliver mail from point A to point B.
We have a number of our own messengers that we employ. Actually, if I were to use his services, I imagine I would keep him quite busy. And I imagine you all have a number of letters that you need to send on the regular.
Good point. Just thought I'd offer.
I appreciate the offer.
Hello's sitting there like, boy howdy, doing real good with the talking. This is great. This is great. Marcus would be so disappointed.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's all. I personally can't think of any other questions that she would, like, non-personal questions, but she's not going to ask Renan's boss. That's weird. I guess would it be possible, Jen, if I think of any questions relating to Renan's work directly with the Open Lord, I could send them to you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
I think even to that extent, but please feel free to send me any letters. If there are any questions, I can answer them either now or in future correspondence.
Really? Wow. Thank you. Are you sure?
Certainly. You all are hard at work maintaining stability around the Neverwinter area. The dragon business would have gone very poorly if left unattended to.
Truthfully, it nearly did. The
Oh.
dragon started to attack Phandalin.
Right. But with your timely intervention, further damage was stopped. And I understand the value of adventurers and their work in keeping our cities safe. So if you all are working in the Neverwinter area, then anything I can do to support you in the meantime is in my best interest.
Sedge is gonna kill me. I guess just as another heads up, I don't know if it would even affect Waterdeep just because it's so far away. And Helu will sort of give her the rundown of what she knows about what the fuck is going on in Candlekeep.
I see.
To which she will stop and go, "Oh dear."
So I don't know anything about magic, and I don't remember what they're called. People stealing monsters.
Those are very dangerous, especially in Candlekeep, which is the largest archive of information for one of the largest in the whole continent, if not just simply the Sword Coast. That is in danger, then that is not good.
DM, I have a question.
Yep.
Is that like canon, or
Let
did you make that up?
me check something. Let me check the wiki.
Because if I accidentally made Sedge from here, not knowing shit about Candlekeep,
You basically
Yeah.
you basically made a prince.
The first few sentences here. Candlekeep is a famous library fortress that stood proud as a bastion of enlightenment and knowledge on the Sword Coast for many centuries. It housed a magnificent collection of books and scrolls of lore, considered the greatest collection of writings in all of Faerun.
Oh
Faerun is
my
the continent.
god! You basically made your character royalty, dude.
I do consider it as like, yeah, there's a Temple of Erithis, but I imagine there's like other as well, let's see here. Yeah, the politics of it straight up says here it's a meritocracy among Candlekeep.
What is a meritocracy?
they have merit. That's not true.
I'm googling it.
Based on their ability.
Oh.
So like, yeah, sort of prince style. But like Sedge would still in theory have to prove himself to like obtain any high level position.
Bruh.
Bro. Goddamn.
Whoops.
Did you not read up on Candlekeep?
we started playing 6 years ago.
And
I knew jack shit.
I was very
To be
much
fair-
like, yeah, sure, whatever, do whatever you want.
To be fair, we never thought we'd actually get beyond Phandalin and Neverwinter.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, there is technically the way that it works, and this is I was gonna kind of rip up as necessary to fit things. There are there's an organization of monks, a group of renowned scholars and people of learning called the Avowed. Let's see here. Government. The monks of the Avowed were led by a group of their order who ascended the ranks on a meritocracy basis, while all the Avowed swore to protect the keep and the contents of their halls. The Keeper of the Tomes is the highest ranked member of the order, an individual who appointed those believed well suited to take on leadership roles within. Keeper was served by the first reader. So I imagine it's one of those, like, we could talk about this as well. There's almost like a minor council. And there is sort of the religious side of things, following gods of knowledge and whatnot. And then there are those who like don't follow a religion. Because if they're meant to be a bastion of enlightenment, then part of that comes with multiple perspectives.
Makes sense.
This was something that I was going to like maybe sit down with you closer to when you got there, but you know. But yes, no, legit Candlekeep is like one of the greatest archives of information in the whole continent.
I am a
If not the
god who can
greatest.
see into the future. I'm the king of coincidences working out.
But she does continue to say, that is very dangerous if Candlekeep is being overrun. So you all are headed there?
Yes. We're on a ship. That ship leaves tomorrow morning.
Yes.
We should, hopefully with no delays and hopefully not another goddamn dragon, arrive in about half a month. Fortnight?
Yes. I can supply some help. I can't provide much. My focus is here in Waterdeep.
Understandable.
But, let's see.
Any help you're willing to provide is deeply, deeply appreciated.
What ship are you on?
Helu opens her mouth
Yeah.
and says the name of the ship because I don't think I wrote it down. I don't remember.
Yeah, and she takes a moment to think and she goes, "Oh, a trading vessel. Well, for instance, I could potentially provide is I can put you on a direct ship, much faster.
That would be very helpful. Do you mind if I confer with my party? I have no real way of
Oh, certainly.
getting into contact with them, and
Certainly.
I could send you a reply by our fairy dragon Oscar, if that is
Yes.
agreeable.
To that regard, your dragon. My office is warded, as you might imagine. Give me
Right.
just a moment. She like calls someone over, says something to them, and they disappear, and come back a little bit later with a little box, and she hands it to you, which in it is what looks like a wax seal,
Mm-hmm.
a wax seal and like a little pad of like an inkstone. Trying to think here. I think it's effectively an emerald pen, as I believe what it's called. Hold on. Yeah. Emerald pen. It looks like a wax seal, so it's not a pen necessarily, but the metal part where normally where the metal part is appears to be made of like pure emerald. Wow. I'll say actually that there is no brain. There is no ink. It is just this stamp. And she says, "Stamp this to whatever letter you send. It has a magical signature that will allow him through the wards, and will allow those who see it know that it is from someone with my permission."
Good to know. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course, I take the safety and stability of the Sword Coast very seriously.
I can see that. It's refreshing. I won't lie.
I imagine so.
Um,
It's a very polite but like kind of bitter smile as she says, I imagine so.
Yeah. um. And thank you again for your time. I'll. I don't want. I should probably get going. I don't want to waste any more of your time.
Of course, you have the means to contact me. I look forward to a letter.
I look forward to writing to you.
Have a good day, Miss Halu. And good luck with your parents.
Thank you. I hope you have a lovely day, Lady Silverhand.
And the door. And behind it is like the individual who guided you. Lead you out. The halls can get a bit confusing.
Thank you.
And you were guided out of the palace.
Hello, just like walks a little ways away, maybe turns into an alley, and it's just like, hey, just sort of the like, fully the like, oh my god, I never want to do that again. That was awful. Jesus.
I got ready to read kind of what I expected, something a bit more Chandria-esque when I looked at her personality on the wiki, and then it was like she is friendly and accommodating, leading almost everyone who meets her to consider her a true friend, and I was like, well, shit, this is refreshing.
Oh, and this is like an actual genuine part of her personality.
Yes.
Damn, that is refreshing.
I think you're muted, Kate.
I
Oh,
love
there you are.
her.
You know, me too. Yeah, I think Hello has no way of getting in contact with the party, so I think would call Oscar. Oscar is her fucking sending stone. And I think she would ask Oscar to, well, first of all, fill Oscar in on just the last bit of like the seal and the
He's just like,
clarification,
"Whoa."
Jen. Does
Yeah.
she mean like does she mean like a waterboat ship or like an airship to take us to Candlekeep?
That's a good question. Checking something.
Because like in my brain,
True.
if it's a water ship, then I guess it depends on how much time is shaved off.
Well, effectively, the ship that she'd put you on would go directly to, directly to Baldur's Gate, the closest that it can get you to a place with a dock near Candlekeep. No more of the stops, as well as it would be generally a faster ship, because it's not a cargo ship, effectively.
Okay, it is like a okay, so we're looking at maybe, instead of 2.5 more weeks, we're looking at 2 under weeks.
Like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay. Ooh. I guess she would have given me the clarification of if it would be like an airship or a direct
I think it would just be a ship
route
over
to
water.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Let me make that note. Direct route.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Kate, we should go to Build-A-Bear.
I'm down.
But yeah, Hello would be like, so I sort of volunteered you to deliver a letter to the Open Lord of Waterdeep? Sorry?
You guys
To
ask me to
Oscar.
send letters all the time. It's my job.
I can still feel bad about it.
Well, then
Anyways.
you are forgiven.
Thank you. So gracious. Anyways. Can you find where the others are? I didn't want to make the decision without everyone else's input.
Yeah, I think.
Although I have a feeling everyone's going to say yes, let's go. But you know.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to send like a little note about the details to them, or do you want me to just tell them to all gather back at the inn? Feel ominous and gather back
Maybe
at the
not
inn.
ominous,
Halu
because
has something to tell you.
I don't think ominous, because I think Sedge would literally spontaneously combust.
So
I think
funny.
it would be. But also, do you really want to see Sedge kind of freaking out about that?
I guess not.
Yeah, little notes, because I still have to find and talk to my parents.
Ooh.
Uh,
You want moral support when you go do that? I can be cute and distracting.
If you could just be there, I think that'd be helpful.
I can do.
I love everyone very much, but I feel like this is something I have to do on my own, you know?
I can do that.
Thanks. I think just be back. I don't know. It's back in time for dinner. That gives me a few hours to at least talk to my family.
Yeah, that works. Tell them that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, thanks. And yeah, Hello will scribble down some like notes. Just I think it's a basic note to everyone of found a way to get us to Candlekeep faster, wanted to confer with you guys. Meet back at the inn, around dinner time. Hello.
Yeah, and Oscar will take those and send them off. It is almost 11:30. I wanted to ask if this is a good place to stop.
I think Parm stepped away to use the bathroom.
He's pretty tired.
Yeah, he's pretty tired. Also, I imagine the conversation with Hilu's family is going to be long.
Yeah. I also have to use the bathroom.
So that might be best left for
Yeah.
another.
I will wait until Parm gets back, but I got something to say.
He did just finish.
Do you want this on recording, or do you not?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh.
I would prefer not to be in a recording. Yeah.